Shalom. Before I begin this video, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachai Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well to this very day, that is continually feeding the flock through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And also Shalom to the Hof elect that is also plowing in his work, that's showing forth your faith by giving all due diligence to make your calling and election sure, and spreading this ministry and this gospel to other members of the Hof elect in faith and truth and sincerity and in all charity. Now, topic of this video is going to be entitled The Transferring of Kingdoms. And of course, if the Spirit has it where I change the title of the video, of course I'm going to change the title according to the Spirit. But in this video, I want to go over basically just the topic of kingdoms being transferred from one power to another. And which that's the time that we're in right now. The powers that be that are ruling over this society today here in America, which is known as Babylon the Great in the Bible, are going to be transferred over to another power, to another people, because the people that are in rulership today are the Edomites, which are spoken about in the Bible, in which the nationality of the Edomites, and what they're known today, they're known as the so-called white man, all right, or so-called white people, the so-called white race, the so-called Caucasian, all right, in which their real nationality, their true nationality, according to the scriptures, according to prophecy, are the Edomites. Okay, they come from the stock of Esau. That's who's in rulership right now. Okay, and which again, that's pursuing on the prophecy. All right, the kingdoms that ruled back in the ancient world, they rule according to prophecy. All right, that goes for the Babylonians. They ruled during the time. It goes with the Medes. They ruled during the time. The Persians. And then you had the Greeks and the Romans, in which both the Greeks and the Romans, they were Edomites, all right? But they took on the nationality or the identity of being Greeks and Romans, because if you go into history, historical timelines, the ones that were dwelling in that region where you have Greece and Rome, you had the people of Japheth, all right, the Japhites, in which in that time they were known as the Minoans and Etruscans. Okay, and then you had Philip the Macedonian, or as we call Philip the Barbarian, that came about, and then his son came, who was Alexander, who the people call Alexander the Great, conquered that region. And that's when you had the Greeks that ruled during that time going into the Roman Empire. Okay, and guess what? They fell. All right, just how the Babylonians fell, the Medes and the Persians fell, they fell. Okay, so it's no different than today. Okay, you have a power that's ruling for a time, according to prophecy again, and then after they have their time to rule, then the Lord has it to where that kingdom goes down. It's like it. So just like America being the ruling power, right, that's ruling over the planet Earth, in which you see places like in the Far East that have corporations and companies, franchises that are American that are over there. All right. Same thing as the language that's being spoken, which is deemed as the universal language, which is English. You have the customs, you have the clothing, the fashion, which that comes from what? America. All right. So that lets you know that America today, which again is known as Babylon the Great in the Bible, is in rulership. And again, just like previous kingdoms, they had a time to rule and they had a time to go down. So America had its time to rule, and now it's time for America to go down. All right. You know, no matter how much these Edomites want to scream, holler, and yell and cry about it, that's not going to stop the fact that this place, this kingdom, is going to go down. All right. It's nothing that they can do. Okay. Because when rulership, actually, if you go into it, rulership is indicative to energy. All right. In other words, power. Because you have one power that's in rulership, and then afterwards, the power goes to somebody else. All right. And the power has been given unto Esau by Yahweh by Shem Shai, because again they have a point in time to where they rule and to do what they're supposed to do according to the Bible, as far as the prophecies, especially the major prophecy that we're coming into, which is the mark of the beast, in which the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. Okay. So they were to be in rulership, and they are in rulership. They have the power to basically do these things because the Lord gave it to them. All right. But guess what? As the Lord gives that power, it's the same way He can take it away. Okay. And guess what? That power is going to be transferred from Esau to Jacob, which that is the progenitor of the Israelites, who are the Israelites. They are being called today as so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay? That's our nationality and that's our heritage. And the power is about to be transferred over to our nation. Okay? That's why Esau is trying to do away with the nation of Israel. You know, by way of the sword, by way of vaccines, by the way of mass murder, the food, the water, just to destroy our people, man. Why? Because that's the part of the agenda, is to do away with the nation of Israel, because they know that the power is being transferred over to us. Okay. Now, just to make one last fact, right, about the power being transferred. When you speak about the power being transferred from one people to another, power and energy cannot be destroyed. All right. Same way with the spirit. A spirit can't be destroyed. That's pure energy. All right. It can't be destroyed, but the only thing it can do is be transferred. All right. Transferred or changed to something else. All right. So just how the power is given unto Esau, that power is going to be given to another people. Okay. You know, ruling over a people, that's not going to change. All right. There's no such thing as democracy. You know, in which you already know democracy, it means a demo. I believe demo. But actually, if you go into it, demo, I believe, goes the short word for demon. And crazy goes into rule. So in the rule of demons. All right. But in today's modern term, it goes into the rule of the people. All right. But I'm going to go ahead and jump to the precepts. I have Numbers chapter 14, verse 18. It says, the Lord, Yahweh by Shem Shai, is long-suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers unto the children, unto the third and fourth generation. All right. So the point in this precept is that the Lord is not going to clear the guilty. Okay. And in which the ones who are guilty are the Edomites. All right. I went into that in the previous video concerning the wicked son, which is Esau. Okay. So because of this, and the reason why I brought this precept out is because of their ill dealings and their wickedness, that power is being transferred, just like the other kingdoms. All right. These other kingdoms that ruled beforehand with these other nations, they were wicked, man. You know, they were setting up different idols. All right. They were doing performing certain rituals, demonic rituals, and that's why they went down. All right, because they weren't ruling the way that the earth is supposed to be ruled over. That's the reason why the power was being is always being transferred. Okay, so I'm gonna move on from there. I'm gonna get the book of Sirach, the 10th chapter. This is at the 8th verse. This is because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, which is these Edomites have done, and what they have been doing ever since the beginning of their rulership, which is started during the Renaissance era. All right, and then made its way over to modern day, to the modern day times in which you have America that's in rulership right now. So because of this, because of unrighteous dealings, riches gotten by deceit, and injuries, the kingdom now, right? The kingdom is translated from one people to another. Okay? So the kingdom right now is being translated from them, the Edomites, towards the Israelites. Okay? And how do we know that? Well, let's get Second Esdras. All right, Second Esdras chapter 6, and this is at verse 8. It says, "And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." So, before Jacob can rule, or Israel can rule, Esau, Edom, has got to be in rulership first. All right. So now they have the dominion, right? They have the rulership. And afterwards is going to come the rulership of Jacob, which is Israel. Okay? So somebody has to be the Edomites to rule in the last days. And the ones who are ruling in the last days is who? The so-called white man. Okay? I'm going to go from there. I'm going to get the book of Daniel, chapter 4. Yeah, that's like it. Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. It says, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the bases of men." All right, so the Lord gives the kingdom to whomsoever he will. All right, these nations had their time to rule, especially the Edomites. All right, in which the Edomites are known as the bases of men. All right, that's why the scriptures deem the Edomites as viler than the earth. All right, and they are viler than the earth, man. All right, they're a walking curse. Okay, they've been cursed from the earth. That's why the earth is dying, because of their rulership. The earth is no longer the earth has not been yielding her strength towards Esau. All right, and that's another video for another day, man. That's another topic for another video. Okay, because we already know who it started with. All right. But I'm gonna go from there. I'm gonna get the book of let's see here. Let's see, Revelation chapter 18. And actually, before I grab Revelation 18, I'm gonna grab Daniel first. All right, it's the book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 18. All right. Now, the transferring of power, right, in which we're coming into, and which actually is happening today, Esau is not going to just give the kingdom over on the silver platter. All right. He's not going to just sit and let his kingdom just fly away from him, so to speak. No, man, he's going to continue to fight for his rulership. All right. And he has been doing that. Like I mentioned earlier, is that, you know, he's basically declared warfare against our people by using alternative methods to destroy our people, in the hopes that he would destroy, really in the hopes to destroy the elect. All right. Because the elect of the nation of Israel are the ones to be that governing body, along with Yahweh Shai, okay, being the head. So back at Daniel chapter 7, verse 18, it says, "But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever." See? So the saints are going to take the kingdom. All right? The kingdom is going to be rent out of the hands of Esau. All right? Because that's how the Most High has always dealt with the ones in rulership. All right? Case in point, King Saul. All right? When King Saul went off, all right, and started committing iniquity, the kingdom was rent from out of his hands and given unto David. Okay? And when kingdoms go down, man, it's never an easy, or should I say, a pretty sight when kingdoms go down, man. All right? When kingdoms go down by force. All right? And just how Babylon was completely taken out, same thing with America. All right? Because America is to be set as a complete desert. All right? That's the future that is heading towards, a wasteland. Okay? Because guess what? And then, you know, these so-called Christians, these apologetics, they try to say that Babylon's already been destroyed. Well, if it's already been destroyed, then why is Babylon still there to this day? Why you still have people living there? You know, when I say modern day Babylon, I'm talking about Iraq. Okay, because that's where that's what that region, or that part of the world was called Babylon. All right, but guess what? It's still there to this very day, and you still got people living there, man. All right. Now, scriptures tell you that Babylon is going to be a waste, and nobody's going to be there. No, it's going to be left without inhabitant. Okay. So again, like the scriptures say, it says that the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So it's going to be an everlasting kingdom. Now, this kingdom that we're coming towards is not going to fade away at all. It's never going to fade away. Okay. Yahweh Shai being at the head of that, man. So it's going to be an everlasting rulership. There's going to be no more kingdoms to rule when Israel's in rulership. Okay. go from there. I'm going to get Revelations chapter 18. And this is at verse 21. I'll end it off on this one. It says, "And a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, Thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down, and shall be found no more at all." All right, in this scripture, Babylon was talking about America. All right, this place is going to be thrown down with violence. All right, and it's going to be found no more at all. Okay, so with the transferring of power in our kingdoms, America is going to be thrown down by violence, man. All right, same thing that happened to Babylon. Like I mentioned before, the Babylon that was ruling back in the ancient world. Okay, because this destruction is gonna top all the other events that happened, man. This is why this is known as the second death, pursuant to the same book, Revelation. All right, because the first death was the flood, which is that the world was destroyed by water, and the second death is where this world is gonna be destroyed by fire. All right, and when I say world, I mean this age. Okay, where the Lord is gonna sweep through the land and burn and basically cleanse this place. I'll say it like that. Completely cleanse this place of all wickedness and filthiness. All right, and you people that have fought against the Lord is going to go right along with it. Okay, so with that, I'm going to end off on that note. Lord's will, this was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Till next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well to this day. Shalom, peace and safety, and salutations to the hopeful elect that is also laboring his work, giving your diligence to make your call and election sure, and faith and truth and sincerity in all charity. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.